Hello Bulldog Nation, thank you for watching the Bulldog Show. Today's show is sponsored by Deters Law and Parks Yoga. The long anticipated Monday night matchup between the Bengals and the Bills was suspended Monday night. Bills safety Hamlin collapsed on the field and needed CPR after tackling Bengal T. Higgins. Hamlin was taken to the UC Medical Center where reports have been conflicting on his condition. This is so sad, unbelievable. The game was suspended for the evening and the NFL will have to decide when the game will be finished. U.S. Virgin Island Attorney General Denise George was fired from her position as Attorney General. It was reported that she brought the federal lawsuit against J.P. Morgan Chase without telling Governor Bryan beforehand. Not only is there an ongoing baby formula shortage, but children's medicine is in shortage across the country. Shelves are flat bare empty. On Monday, Paramount Network announced Yellowstone Season 5 starring Kevin Costner and John Dutton will return in the summer of 2023. Marvel actor Jeremy Renner was airlifted with extensive injuries after he was run over by his own snowcat plowing his driveway at his Lake Tahoe home. California became the first sanctuary state for transgender children on Sunday for those wanting to medically alter their physical characteristics. Thank you for watching the Bulldog Show. Stay tuned for local news. Hello Bulldog Nation, thank you for watching Bulldogtv Local News. Today's show is sponsored by Deters Law and Parks Yoga. Lead story. Bengals game suspended after Bills player needed life-saving medical assistance. The long-anticipated Monday night matchup between the Bengals and the Bills was suspended Monday night. Bills safety Hamlin collapsed on the field and needed CPR after tackling Bengals T. Higgins. Hamlin was taken to the UC Medical Center where reports have been conflicting on his condition. It is so sad. The game was suspended for the evening and the NFL will have to decide when the game will be finished. Law and crime. Man accused of assaulting Indian Hill officer and police dog. Joshua Lewis is accused of assaulting an Indian Hill police officer on New Year's Eve. Police arrived at his home on Sentinel Ridge and Lewis assaulted the officer who was dispatched to remove him. Lewis also allegedly grabbed and assaulted a police dog by grabbing and twisting its mouth and jaw. Unbelievable. Thousands worth of instruments stolen from a music store days before opening in the tri-state. A new music shop in Lebanon has had thousands of dollars in instruments recently stolen. The mandolin store hasn't even had a chance to open yet before the instruments were taken. The store has reached out to most pawn shops in the area to have them look out for stolen goods. Local news. Campbell County GOP census county clerk seeks removal of BOE member. The Campbell County Republican Party has issued a censor of county clerk Jim Larson. They're also seeking the removal of Jim Schroer from Board of Elections. The actions are in response to the May primary involving Commissioner Brian Painter and opponent Dave Fisher. Cincinnati's American Sign Museum is expanding. The American Sign Museum in Camp Washington is expanding to make more room for more signage and memorabilia. The museum is dedicated to the history of commercial signage and the sign making, design and process. The expansion will move more than double the size of the current museum. Kentucky State News. 25-year-old Rachel Roex has just become the youngest woman elected to the Kentucky House of Representatives. Roex will serve the 38th district in South Louisville after being sworn in on Sunday. Two health organizations team up to expand infant CPR training to families across Kentucky. Two health organizations are teaming up in Kentucky to teach infants CPR skills across the state of Kentucky. The life-saving training takes about 20 minutes and will be concentrated in rural and remote areas. $95,000 will be spent on 3,000 infant CPR kits for families and NICUs across the state. Ohio State news. The election of 2022 has come and gone, but Ohio political map still remains unsettled. Redistricting maps were supposed to be redrawn in 2022, but Ohio continues to struggle with the process. Lawmakers will get another crack at it as the new session of Congress starts today. Ohio's new distracted driving law goes into effect. Governor Mike DeWine is expected to approve and sign the distracted driving law today. The new law will allow police officers to pull over any driver but just holding a cell phone whilst behind the wheel. DeWine has cited other states who have adopted the law have seen many lives saved as a result. Sports. Fans raised more than $3 million for Damar Hamlin's toy drive. Here's how to donate. Many fans across the country felt helpless as the tragedy unfolded last night in a football game between the Bills and the Bengals. In response, some fans have rallied around charities that Bills safety Damar Hamlin is involved in. Hamlin has hoped to raise $2,500 for a recent toy drive, but fans have donated over $3 million to honor the player. Stay tuned for world news. Hello Bulldog Nation, this is Bulldog TV World News, the latest headlines. Dozens of inmates have escaped from a prison in northern Mexico after a gunman suspected to be a member of the drug cartel opened fire on a facility. 10 guards were killed along with 4 prisoners. Thousands of mourners have gathered to pay their respect to Brazil legend Pelé, who is lying in state at the ground of his former football club Santos. Pelé's coffin was placed in the center of the pitch at the football stadium. 4 dead after 2 helicopters collide in mid-air near SeaWorld theme park in Australia. The mid-air collision happened just outside the Gold Coast in Queensland. The families were enjoying their summer holidays. And a young woman in India was killed in a gruesome death. The 20-year-old woman was hit by a car on a scooter. The driver of the car, which had 4 passengers, kept driving for miles, dragging the woman's body along. Until tomorrow, take care and have a fantastic day.